This is a video from eSkills Zone. For more videos, notes, and certificates, please visit www.eskillszone.com.
Hello and welcome. Hi viewers, today in this video we will discuss the closing the sequential file and file ending topic. So let's start when the data entry operation is over. Before stopping the program, the file must be closed. If a file is not closed before switching off the machine, some of the data in the buffer may not get written into the file, and the complete data file may become useless. In GW Basic language, close hash statement is used for closing the file. Now I'm going to type the syntax of closing a sequential file. So let's see. It is used as close hash buffer, where hash is the number symbol and buffer is the buffer section in primary storage for data to be temporarily read or write data into the file. Where buffer number is the number that under which the file was opened. Closing file is always done when the opening is done. Means that first a file is opened and then it can be, we can write data into it, we can read data from it, and in the end, and we can append data into the end of the existing file. But when all the operations are performed, then the last operation is the closing the sequential files. So after doing all the operations, we can close the file. So the close statement writes the complete buffer data into the file. Once a file is closed, it can be opened or it can be reopened using the same file number or a different file number. A close statement with no specific file number closes all open files. The end, new, reset, system, run statements always closes all the files automatically, but the stop statement does not close any file. The example is close is the reserved word, #1 is the buffer number, already told above in the syntax section. So this is what we have discussed, closing the sequential files, and now we will discuss the reading data from a file. So let's start. To read data from a file, follow the following steps. Number 1, open the file. Number 2, read data from a file. Number 3, instead of noting down, display the data on the screen. If reading is over, then close file. Then the statement which is used for reading data from a file is called the input statement. So we will discuss this one. In GW Basic, input statement can be used to get the data from the user into computer. If data is to be put into a sequential file, you must remember to work in O mode. You can also read the data from a file using input hash or line input hash statements. syntax of input statement is as follows. Input hash file number list of variables where file number is the number used when the file was opened. For input and variable list contains the variable names of the data items we want to read from a file. In order to read the data stored date, stored is the name of the file, where .date is the extension of the file. Your input hash statement should be .20 is the line number, input is the keyword, reserved word, #1 is the buffer number, comma role, now is the variable list, role names, marks, etc. In the above statement, you take input of 3 variables, role, name $, so here's the name $, and marks with the single input statement. Now there's a point to be noted that with input hash, no question mark is displayed on the screen as in the case of an input statement. Line, whereas line is line number, input hash statement. This statement is used to read an entire line of a data record from a file as a string. The syntax is line number, line input, hash 1 as the first line of the file will be read as a single string and stored in the variable $1. So viewer, this is how closing of the sequential file is performed by using the reading data from a file. First we discussed the closing the sequential file by using the close statement, and then we discussed reading data from a file by using input statement. Input is the keyword or the reserved word which perform the reading operation from a file on the disk. And so we have discussed the syntax, we have discussed an example for our better understanding. So that's all. Thanks for watching.